Hi, everybody. I got a college basketball play tonight, the 9th of January. Pepperdine plus 16 against BYU. Total is 160. To recap last night, I did not do a video. I did do a write up, and you can see all my write ups at hashtag Black and Teal CBB on Twitter. The game that I felt the best about was Hofstra plus 8 in the first half against Delaware. They ended up winning that outright by about 5 or 6 points in the first half. They did cover the full game spread, but I thought that the best spot for that game was the first half play, and we ended up hitting it pretty easily. So very happy about that. As far as tonight goes, Pepperdine faces a quick turnaround against a familiar opponent. The game is in Provo, and the teams played actually about 2 weeks ago. Now, Pepperdine assistant Mark Amaral did a radio interview with some BYU sports guys, and he said that the team was at LAX for most of the day yesterday trying to catch a flight in. And this is their third straight road game. So I am considering a little bit of fatigue possibly with Pepperdine. They're also banged up. In their last game against San Francisco, they lost Malcolm Brooks at the end of the first half. He rolled his ankle. They're calling it a sprain. And they lost their outstanding forward, Brendan Lane, for a key 3 to 4 minutes down the stretch, when they really could have needed him, because San Francisco was just having their way with them. I think they outscored them 57 to 39 or something like that in the second half. It was a really poor second half for Pepperdine. So Malcolm Brooks' status for this game is still in doubt as of by about 5 o'clock Eastern. So I'm looking at this game as though he won't go. It is definitely something to keep an eye on. So, but the team also has back Amadi Adeni. He's played for about 4 or 5 games since coming back from a 10-game injury, and he was reasonably productive off the bench. I think that he's definitely not the player that Brooks is, but he's more than capable of filling in and helping out. So BYU they're experiencing some injury worries of their own. There's been talk today whether or not freshman forward Eric Mika is going to play. Coach Dave Rose said in the Salt Lake Tribune that he's optimistic he can get some minutes out of him today, but they're really going to need him against the front court of Lane and Davis. In that last meeting in Malibu, Lane and Davis went for 23 points, 20 rebounds, and 7 blocks. Mika averages 16 and 6, and he had 10 and 7 in their last meeting before he fouled out. So they're really going to need to find somebody to replace Mika, or try to get as much as they can out of him, because Pepperdine has been winning their games this season in the front court. So with that being said, the last little bit of information that I've got is that the unders have been the theme of the West Coast Conference in the early season, and especially with Pepperdine and BYU. So far, they're combining for 6-1 to the under in conference games, and the 160 total is the highest total that either team has seen in conference this season. Now in Malibu, the game landed on 157. There were no fatigue issues, there were no travel issues, and there's no altitude. So I took all that into consideration with this game, and I actually have 2 plays. And that I think Pepperdine is talented enough, even if Brooks doesn't go, with their depth and with their front court to cover the 15. And I also like this game to go under. I feel this play has a very strong chance of hitting both, and I feel like it has a very slim chance of not hitting either. And so 1-1 isn't exactly keeping your head above water if you place wagers on games, but I feel like the very small risk associated with a 1-1 day is worth the strength that I feel of going 2-0. So I've got 2 plays for this game: Pepperdine plus 16, under 160. Please let me know what you think. Hit me up on Twitter at Black and Teal. Casual prediction for this game: BYU 81, Pepperdine 70. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.